All right, we are live. What's up, everybody? Just wait till somebody's in here. I'm doing some tattoo flash today. All right, everybody let me know if the sound is good, because I do have music going on in the background. I just want to make sure that that's not overpowering. I have it, I think, at a decent volume. All right, I don't know if anybody in here was here the other day, but we started this flash sheet. We're gonna be finishing it. Suede. Okay, cool. You got the notification. Yeah, dude. I don't know. Maybe you two will start actually notifying people when I'm on here. But yeah, we're gonna be working on this sheet. I did a little bit of shading the other day. We're gonna be finishing up this skull scorpion. I think I might put some background in today, or maybe I'll add. Maybe I'll do some more flash on another sheet. We're going to be using this paper. It's a mixed media. It's just from Michaels. It is 11 by 14. I'm getting a phone call. Do I answer it? No, I'm not going to answer it. Let's see. I'm using this marker for the outlines. I don't know. Let's see. What is the brand? Leto? Jared Leto's brand. And then for the colored pencils, we're using these, if anybody's interested. And all the designs that I'm doing are out of my book, Raw to Refined. If you're interested, I have the website right up here, tylernicholasart.com. You can pick up your copy. There are a ton of pre-drawn, stencil-ready tattoo designs for your clients to pick from. And that's what I'm doing. So how's everybody today? Let's see. Missed the first one. Glad to get to see this one. What's up, Josh? I think that YouTube saves them. So if you wanted to go back and check it out. I mean, I chatted the whole time, to be honest. I didn't get too far. All right, let's see. I got to sharpen my pencil. And we'll get started. How's everybody's day going? Anybody doing any cool tattoos today, or what's up? Also, somebody please tell me if the music is too loud, because I have it just playing in the background. And I don't want it to be overpowering. I think after I shade this sheet in, I'm going to do some smaller single sheets. A mess over here. Hanging with the daughter today. Nice. So I think after I'm done shading this one, I'm either going to do background on it, or I'm going to do some smaller sheets on this smaller pad, so it doesn't take me as long. I really want to do these guys, and I'm also thinking about doing that one as well. I guess we'll take a vote when it comes that time. Doing really well. Found out a new tattoo shop is opening up near me, so I looked at the art they have listed from Facebook. They have more than one shop, so it's most the artists that live that way. Oh, nice. Can you go check it out? That's exciting. All right, let's zoom in here. All right, we'll do this dude. All right, is this angle good for everybody? Let's see. There we go. That's better in the middle. So are you going to try to get a job at that shop, or are you just going to get tattooed? And once I'm home, I'm going to try to talk with them about possibly learning there. Oh, that's awesome. That's really cool. I wish you luck. I would like to mention that the music that is playing is from this royalty-free site, because if I play like actual radio songs or whatever, YouTube won't like it. So I don't know what we're going to discover today on this playlist, but so far it's been pretty cool. Sounds like a rainy day song though. I picked an upbeat one. Then I guess we're playing slow songs too. Fine with me. Probably tattoo first so you can start. Yeah, dude, go get tattooed and just see how the vibe at the shop is. Because if it's weird, then, you know, you don't want to work there. But sometimes, I mean, you kind of gotta, especially if you're just starting out, if that's your only option, even if they kind of suck as people, it might be a good way to just kind of get in the door, like tattooing wise. It's a hard sell where I still gotta work. I'm hoping someone will point me in a good direction. Yeah, dude, that's tough. I definitely, I mean, like we talked about last time, I think I just kind of, I don't appreciate the struggle as a grown-up. Like when I started tattooing, I had zero responsibility. So as somebody working full-time, that's definitely really difficult to get into. Still definitely doable, but much more difficult. What's up, Pedro? Why are you not using the Bishop liner anymore? Thanks. So I just kind of moved past it. I've been using coils to line with, and I used the Bishop liner for lining for a long time, but coils just work a million times better. I like the way that they put the ink in the skin. They don't damage the skin as much. That's the Bishop liner is a very aggressive machine, so if you're not careful, you can really damage the skin. And coils just kind of give you a little bit more leeway when it comes to what you're able to do with the skin. And I think they just heal better. I felt like sometimes the Bishop liner, it was a little too much for certain people's skin. Yeah, be right back. Boss is in here. Uncle David, why not a hybrid? I do use hybrids. I just have really been enjoying coil machines. I was a really big fan of the Vlad Avenger 2 Pro. I used that thing for quite some time. I did recently just get a Dan Cuban. I do have to mess with that though, because I'm having problems with it spitting, and I know you're supposed to like open up the loop on the needle bar, but I still, every time I go to use it, I feel like it just spits, and I'm not really sure what I'm doing wrong, but I will get the time to mess with that. I know Dan has a lot of good videos out there on how to make them work. I just haven't really had the time to mess with it. But I feel like coils are just more fun, and I've been really enjoying them. I was using rotaries for about 10 years, and I started out on coils, and then I moved to rotary because that's what my mentor was using. And he basically told me, like, you don't have to worry about coils anymore because rotary's where it's at. And then I just kind of did that, and I felt like I kind of got stuck with my talent to where at a certain point I felt like I wasn't able to progress, like speed wise, or I felt like I was just being stifled. This only kind of like happened within the last like 2 years, and I noticed that everybody that was using coils, they were making work that I wanted to make, and I just realized that it was the machine choice that I was doing. And I started taking coil seminars. I took 3 of them, and I just really started to learn more about them, and I feel way more confident lining with a coil and seeing them come back, like the tattoos healed after using a coil is just so much better than rotary. And plus, you just sound cooler when you're using a coil. What about you guys? What kind of machines are you using? Uncle David, I recently started using a custom hybrid with a heavy AF grip. I started lining as if like it was a marker. Yeah, dude, the grip is a huge reason why you're able to line better. The heavier the grip, the easier it is for the needle to make it into the skin. If you're using disposables, it's a little bit tougher, especially with rotaries. I've been using the Black Claw steel disposables, and I really like those. Those are nice. They're a little expensive, but if I'm doing it for a tattoo that I'm going to be spending any amount of time on, really, unless it's like something super simple, I'm going to use them just because, I don't know, I feel like they just work better. The steel tubes. Where'd you get the machine made? Did you make it? My machine was made in a way that it has a top RCA connector so it can be used with a battery. That's really cool. I was messing with this 3D print machine. I posted a couple videos about it. I don't know, maybe about last year. And I took them down just because I realized that I was just kind of giving a little bit too much away in them. And then I stopped making the machine, but I would like to start making it again. And it does have a kind of top angled RCA on it. But it is a rotary. I was just kind of messing with the 3D printer and designing it. But I do like that format for the machine, for sure. My God, my phone is blowing up. What's going on here? Oh, it just must be it when when it's windy at my house. It's just backyard, front door. Like my camera just keeps going off. And I always think there's somebody at my door, but it's just the wind. He makes a lot of cool stuff. Wait, who makes it? Yeah, who makes the rotaries you're using? Pain Machine. Interesting. His nickname on Instagram. Let's look it up. Pain Machine. Is it this dude? Pain underscore machine, is that it? Let's see. Yes, okay, cool. So okay, so it kind of has the same type of shape as a Dan Cuban. That's pretty cool, though. I like how he has the RCA on the side and then the, whatchamacallit, on the back. The clip cord on the back. Yeah, those are cool. That's an interesting looking machine. I like how he has the guard around the cam. That's pretty cool. Nice. I'm gonna follow him. Cool. Thanks for. First one is mine. Oh, okay, nice. Very cool. I'll tell you what, this playlist is failing me. The first two songs were cool. Hold on, let me go change the thing real fast. Yeah, those royalty-free sites are real weird with music. You'll put on a playlist, and it'll be good, and then all of a sudden it has random stuff that shouldn't be on there. So what else is up? Feel free to ask questions so I have something to talk about. I really actually want to tattoo this guy on myself. I like this one. I love bugs and creatures, critters. I don't know if you guys saw that video I did a while ago, but I did that beetle on the palm of my hand. I have the beetle over there somewhere. Maybe I'll bring it out and show you. You got any tattoos you're looking forward to? Yes. I'm doing like a blackout on this girl's ribs next week. And it's one of those blackouts that kind of look like an oil spill, which is really cool. And it's kind of going from kind of like her armpit down to her hip kind of thing. Maybe a little bit onto her stomach. That's going to be exciting. I've never really done too much like that before, so that's cool. And we're covering up a tattoo that she doesn't like, so that's always exciting when you get rid of something that somebody doesn't like. But I love that like oil spill look. I don't know, my one buddy John, he did my blackout. I don't know if you guys saw the video of that, but he does really nice blackout work. He calls it oil and water. If you guys want to go check the guy out that did this on Instagram, his name's Tattoos by John Dame. D-A-M-E. Real good guy. New York City. Great work. This thing healed so fast and so solid. I'll tell you what, it hurt. That was intense. You guys, does anybody in here have any type of blackout work? I request a tattoo review. Tattoo review, like, of my tattoos? What do you mean, like me rating my tattoos or rating someone else's tattoos? That might be kind of cool if you guys send me your work. I could do like live critiques or whatever. Maybe help somebody out. Rate my work. Okay, we could do that right now if you want. You have Instagram, Uncle David? Put your Instagram in the chat and I'll look you up. Or send me some of your work on Instagram, the ones that you want me to look at or whatever. And I'll show everybody like I showed everybody the machine. I always feel bad critiquing people's work, but it's never in a malicious way. I love this scullipede, I guess we'll call it. Uncle David, are you sending me something over Instagram to look at, or sending me your Instagram? I'll do a rating if you want. We'll do a critique. And anybody else that wants their work critiqued, you can send me right here, tattoosbytyler_ST on Instagram. You can send me the ones you want me to look at, or just leave in the chat your name. I'll do a little critique here. All right, we got Sorry Mom. Is this you, David? Is that you, David? Yes. All right, cool. Everybody go check out Uncle David's Instagram. We got Mother Gonna Hate. I like it. Based in Switzerland. Fast, clean, bold tats. Nice. All right, let's take a look. Let me see if I could do this. I wish I could kind of like put this in the streaming software, but I guess we'll start with the latest one. Dude, I love the edit. You look like you do some cool stuff, dude. I should probably put the sound on this. Nice. I don't know if YouTube will take me down for playing music, actually. Let's see. Everybody see. Dude, that looks solid. I love the high contrast. The thick line work, the heavy black. And I like that you're showing people your line work. Also, some people like to try to hide it. Dude, that looks so cool. I love the double knee. What are these? Let's see. Are these original designs or are these from something? Let's see. I'm trying to hold this up for the class to see. Nice. Rose, hard AF. Will's nice, bro. Yeah, dude, I love this. I love how you're shading it. You get that nice whip out with the black. That looks great. Oh, geez. This is like a nightmare stencil placement. Getting that straight. Let's see. Oh, that looks cool, dude. Let's see, is there any other close-ups? Oh, so you didn't really even line this. This is all like stippled in, like whip shading with the 3, I'm guessing. Underneath is good. It's inspired by Chainsaw Man. Nice. This is really cool. I like how you didn't really like heavily line this. This is all 3-liner. That's cool. How long did that one take you? She must have been dying on the back of the knee. Nice. I don't know what that says, but I like it. Some cool little fillers. I like your heavy contrast, dude. Yeah, high contrast is the way to go. Nice, man. How long have you been tattooing? Oh, that's a tough spot. Looks good, though. I feel like I saw that tattoo. I feel like that popped up on my thing. Sword was done in 2 hours. Nice. How long have you been tattooing, though? Like, how many years or however long? Nice, dude. I like your work. I like how it's bold. That's pretty cool. I like fun tattoos like this. People like serious. I like fun like that. Tattooing for 2.5 years. Nice. Very cool, dude. Give you a fall back. Switzerland. I've never been to Switzerland before. My buddy just went with his wife and they rented this cabin, and it, like the area that they went to, it looked like a movie scene with the mountains and all. Do you like living there? Ukraine originally. Nice. I recently just met somebody at a tattoo convention that they were from Ukraine as well. How long ago did you move to Switzerland? Let's see, we got an Instagram message. Is that somebody else's? Can you rate my work next? Yes. Tiago. Alright, we got... Let's see. Is everybody able to see this? Tiago, apprentice since 2024. Based in Ottawa? Is that Canada, I'm guessing, right? What do you think about the situation? Is a very good tattoo artist. He has his own studio and company. I'm not sure what that means. But yeah, is this Canada? But yeah, anybody, I don't know how to say that. Toen? TOEN.iv. If anybody likes to go follow this dude. Let's see his pin stuff. I love dogs, and this is adorable. I like it, man. That's cool. I love doing pet stuff, but it's so scary because it's their pet, and if you make it look like a different animal, then it, it's messed up. Oh, that's a sick bird. Nice, dude. What is this? Part 1. It's definitely an interesting looking bottle. Decided to try something new and use only a 3-liner. That is an interesting bottle. Let me see if there's just a picture. Is that what the bottle actually looks like, to where it's curved like that? Terrified doing the dog portrait. Dude, me too. I like doing the whatchamacallit, like the dog paw prints, because you can't really mess those up that much. Let's see what we got here. Oh, that's sick. I like that. I guess you call that, what is that, like not embossed, but like impressed on someone's skin. That's really cool. We got some concepts here. Let's see. Go to actual tattoos. Oh, the man, the myth, the legend, right there. I know. I feel like I've seen that reference somewhere before. I feel like I've pulled from that reference. That looks cool. I got a hand. I like that. I like the contrast you're using, dude. Looks good. It looks like you're using a mag for most of these. That one was the only one. The hand is fake skin. Fake skin's tough, dude. Oh, you do a lot of these. Those look really cool. I like that you're actually using actual black in it too. I feel like I see a lot of tattoos like this, and they don't use solid black. They'll use like just a gray wash. But even as this ages, that'll look good, man. Nice. Oh, you do a ton of these. That one's really sick. I have a client that would love that. Same with these. Oh, now you're going to make me want to get a cool little filler like that. Nice, dude. You do nice work. So anybody in Ottawa, and I'm not really sure how to say that, but Toen, TOEN.iv. Go give him a look. Mentor was really pushing me to do embossed 3D style. I mean, dude, it looks sick. That's really cool. I did one kind of recently, but it was on this guy's ribs. It was the first one I kind of did with that look, and it's a really fun style to do. But you do a good job at it. Good work. You're welcome, dude. Oh, what's up, Rose? You're back. You were here the other day, right? I watched a lot of your tutorial videos when I was getting started. It helped me out a lot. That's awesome, dude. You should really look into making it a little series. What, like rating people's stuff? That would be a cool series. But like, we got lucky today. We have 2 people that like do nice work. So like, I would feel so bad, saying bad job to somebody. But both of you guys, good job. And anybody else that wants to do what we just did, feel free to send me a DM on Instagram right there, tattoosbytyler_ST, and we'll show the class. Everybody will talk about it. Can you look up in chat and answer, please? Mr. All right, what are you saying? Let's see. What do you think about like situation when there is a very good tattoo artist, he had his own studio and company in his house to save money? Do you hate that idea or something? I mean, I don't love that idea. Like if you're somebody that's making money tattooing, you shouldn't really have a problem getting a studio. I understand if maybe like somebody is like in between and maybe like their lease ran out somewhere and then they're going somewhere else, but like tattooing full time out of your house, I feel like as somebody getting tattooed, I wouldn't want to go to somebody that's tattooing out of their house. A lot of people do it though. I'm not a huge fan of it, even though I started like that. That was, like 15 years ago, I was doing stuff like that, but like I wasn't doing good work. I've never really seen somebody doing good work just working out of their house like that. But I mean, people do what they do. I would say just get a mini studio somewhere just so people have somewhere to come, and it is dedicated just for artwork and tattooing. Oh my god, from looking at that up close on my phone, my eyes are all blurry. Hold on. I learned a lot from your videos, so I feel like you are able to rate people's tats, but still there's no hate. Yeah, I always get so nervous doing that. I did a video a while ago to where people like submitted their tattoos over when Threads just came out, and people submitted their tattoos, and there were some like ones that weren't great, and I felt bad, but I had to be honest, like saying, hey, you should work on this. But the thing is, people have to understand, like, I'm still learning too. So if I say something negative or whatever, it's just advice. I'm not trying to be a jerk. But I understand how that could feel. So I don't know. If anybody wants me to do that again, feel free to text me on Instagram and we'll show everybody. This beat reminds me of that J. Cole song. I think it's called like Neighbors or something. Neighbors think I'm selling dope. Yeah, that was fun. Looking at everybody else's work. Because it's one of those things, like, I'll see comments on my videos and stuff on YouTube. And they're mostly, like, faceless channels just because most people don't have, like, a YouTube channel. So it's kind of cool putting names to faces. What's the tattoo I hate to do most right now? Infinity symbols. I haven't done an infinity symbol in quite some time, which I'm really happy about. I almost had to do one the other day, but I dodged it. That was pretty sweet. I don't know. I don't like to really do small and dainty stuff, just because there's so much concentration that's involved, and usually the people that want to get that kind of stuff are very specific, and it's usually like a picture from Pinterest or something. Did you already try the Acus? No, I haven't. My buddy Bobby from Element Tattoo Supply, he keeps telling me about it, but I keep not trying it for some reason. Have you tried it? I'd like to try it. It's just I have so many machines and it's expensive, and I'm like, I don't know if I want to buy it right now. if a company sent me it out to review, then cool. But I don't know if I want to spend my money on it at the moment. But it looks cool. Everybody seems to really like it. I messed with it at a convention once, but I didn't tattoo anybody with it. I just kind of like turned it on and hit some fake skin with it. Oh no. I feel like it can be too soft. Interesting. I feel like that's one of the machines that people are saying hit a little bit harder. I did see, though, that they put out the heavier cams. So maybe that might solve your problem. Will this video be uploaded? If so, can I clip the shout out you gave me for my IG story? Yeah, absolutely, dude. Whenever I like end the stream, YouTube processes the video and then just uploads it as a normal video. But it's not under the video section. It's like, if you go on my YouTube channel, it's like videos, shorts, and then I think the next one over is live. It'll be under that tab. But yeah, feel free, dude. Hello from Belize. I watch most of your videos. Love them, especially the review on equipment and supplies. Thank you. Veer, I believe. That's how you say your name. I appreciate that. Do you have a picture of the first tattoo you ever did? No, I don't have a picture. I have it on my leg. I don't know how I would really show you guys right now. But it's some awful lettering. I'll show it to you in a second. I think I was like 18. And it's just like a Bible verse, which is kind of funny because I didn't even like believe in God or anything at the time. I think I was just drunk. And I was like, what's a good tattoo to do? And I just looked up a Bible verse, which is kind of funny. But I wanted to cover it up recently, but then thought about it. I was like, man, even though it doesn't look good, I don't think I can get rid of it just because it was the first one I ever did. I think I'm just going to do, like, get nice tattoos around it and maybe put, like, a frame around it. Here, let's see if I can kick my leg up here and show you guys. It's so bad. Like, look at the lettering. It's so awful. Here, let's see if I can zoom in on it. I think I used... Here, hold on. Let me see if I can get this in frame better. But yeah, that's the first tattoo I ever did. At least the lines stayed in there. But yeah. I'm glad that I have it on me still, though. Because it's kind of a cool little thing, you know? I mean, it's not a cool tattoo at all. But it's a cool thing to have it when people ask. You're the man. This made my week. Dude, I'm glad that you're in here hanging out. Thank you for supporting the channel. Cool memory. Yeah, Uncle David. I agree. It's a cool memory, but at the same time, like, I look at it and I'm like, that could have been better. But I remember I was just in my basement, and the house that I was living in at the time had a pool room in the basement, and I just kind of sat on this wooden chair and drew with a just a regular Bic pen, and I just wrote regular writing on my leg and then just tattooed it. I was so scared. I remember my hand was like shaking, but it is what it is. I've done a lot of really bad tattoos in my life. But those tattoos are mostly on friends that just didn't care. We were just at parties and tattoo this on me. And then it was all just like a good laugh. I'll have to find pictures of some of them. And like I still, know the people that I did them on. So if I can't find pictures of them fresh, we can find them and see what they look like now, like 15 years later. I remember the one time a friend of mine and I were bored, and we decided to do a coin flip to see who would tattoo who, and he lost the coin flip, so I tattooed him, and we decided that we would tattoo Abraham Lincoln's face on his foot, and it literally is just like a circle with a top hat, and it looks like Abraham Lincoln, but it's a terrible rendition of who he is. But that was one of the more fun memories, like early days messing around with a tattoo machine, having no idea what I was doing. Just doing stupid tattoos like that. I don't play League of Legends. I've heard of it. I've never played it, though. I used to be really into video games, but the last, I don't know, couple years, I find myself getting kind of bored when I play, and I just kind of want to do other things. I don't know why. I used to love video games so much. The music stopped. I need to press play again. What kind of video games are you guys into? I was into like skating games, Call of Duty. I mean, I'm definitely gonna buy the Tony Hawk re-release of 3 and 4. Oh, we got another Instagram message. I'm gonna press play on the music. Getting old. Yeah. Yeah, I'd rather like go in my shed and organize my tools sometimes. Here, I'm gonna press play, and then we're gonna get to this Instagram message. Oh wait, no. Somebody just shared something. If somebody wants me to look at their tattoo work and we'll show the class, feel free, message me on Instagram up here. Be right back in 1 second. Probably should have done a little research on that website to see how to just make it play continuously. Everyone want to buy GTA 6 for sure. Yeah, if we ever get it. Did they ever come out with a release date for that? How do you balance your work and personal time? I often find working on designs late into the night, not finding a lot of time for myself. I do not have a healthy work-life balance at all. I wake up, I think about work, I go to work, and then I just make art and projects all day, tattoo people, draw, come up with different things to do, and then I'll go home, eat, and spend time with my kids for a little bit of time, and then I'm back to work. I really need to work on it, to be 100% honest with you. I don't have a good work-life balance. But I have been recently trying to be more conscious of it. But it's difficult because I have so many ideas and things that I want to do in my brain, and then I feel like my day doesn't allow me to do those things just because there's only a certain amount of time that I'm able to do it. Some days I'll just stay at work and not even go home, and sometimes I miss my kids going to sleep, which makes me mad because then it's like, well, you're missing that time with them. But at the same time, sometimes I have to actually work on things longer than my day will allow. So if you figure it out, let me know, because I need to do that. But I am going to New York City in 2 weeks. That's exciting. We're going to see something with my son. We're going to take a bus. I'm in Pennsylvania, so it's like a 3-hour bus ride. And I'd rather take a bus than drive, because then you have to worry about parking and all that kind of stuff. And I hate driving in cities, so taking a bus. Should be a fun time. You are right. My wife likes to go to New York during Christmas time, and it's absolute mayhem, and I'm not a big fan of that, so I am excited to go now. It's like the springtime. I mean, obviously New York City is always busy, but I'm excited to not have to just bump into a bunch of people that are trying to look at a tree in the middle of a city. I live in the woods, so like I see trees all day. It's kind of funny that everybody in the city is like, oh, look at this tree. Let's congest all of the streets just to look at this stupid tree. I don't know if you guys are around the Pennsylvania area, but I am going to be doing a tattoo convention in May. It's called Ink the Rink. Let me see. Actually, what town is it in? And it's like an hour and a half for me, so I don't want to like ask any of my current clients to be like, hey, why don't you drive out and get tattooed by me there? Yeah, I'll be doing this. Ink the Rink, May 16th to 18th in Sunbury, Pennsylvania. So if you guys are around Sunbury, I'll be here those days. So that'll be a fun time. But I think I'm just going to do walk-ups the whole weekend, because I don't want to ask people to come drive an hour and a half just to come get tattooed when they can just come to my shop and get tattooed. Six-hour drive. Yeah, it's a pretty long drive. I've never been out of Michigan, but a lot of my friends would have went. Honestly, they said something about a nice park to look at with a bunch of trees. Wait, are you talking about New York? I don't know if I've ever been to Michigan. Have I been to Michigan? I was just in Maine this past year. That was kind of cool. You have two pills, a red and a blue. Its choices. The red got your company and a local lot of bills because of it. Blue is you have a house, a big room for tattooing. Trusted clients, no bills at all because you don't have a company. What do you choose? I don't know. I don't want to tattoo out of my house, so probably the first one, red. That's red, yeah. The first one. Because with a building, you can have a lot of people come to it, and you don't have to worry about them knowing where you live. You can make a bunch of money and just pay the bills. This is why I hate colored pencils. They dull and then they go where they shouldn't go. It's a pretty fun 80s playlist. Probably not Michigan Sucks. Yeah, I've never been to Michigan, I don't think. This past year I got to go to Maine. I went to Virginia. I went to Nashville. And I went to Delaware. I traveled the most I've ever traveled this past year. It's been great. I recently got over my fear of flying. And I'm like, oh my god, I can go places. So I'm going to a lot of different places. It's been nice. And then in 2023, that's when I got over my fear of flying. I went to California, and I was so nervous to get on that plane. And the plane ride was terrible because the whole time I thought we were going to crash. But then when I got there, I realized, like, oh, this is like a normal part of everyday life. Is just people fly. And that was really cool. So if anybody's fearful of flying, you should totally go somewhere and realize it's alright. I mean, I still don't enjoy the thought of being that high up, but I just pretend I'm on a bus the whole time. I keep my window shut, and I like watch a movie or something like that. And that's how I deal with flying. I do watch the landing though, because like I know I'm coming down, which is cool. I definitely don't take the I don't watch the takeoff. Forget that. Your room where you tattooing start from like the front door. The clients don't even really get to go in your house. No, I don't want to do that. I don't want random people there. The amount of random shady people that come in here, no way. Yeah, I'd rather have a dedicated shop all the way, for sure. Separate address so I can send things here that I don't want at my house. And plus, companies won't send you stuff sometimes when you're out of your house. Okay. Still here, just muted. That's so funny. I'm terrified of flying. Any tips on getting over it? I mean, maybe just take a short flight. I don't know. My very first flight was a 15-minute flight from, where was I? From Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania to Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. I think it was like 16 minutes. And that was nice to like ease me into it. Like if you've never flown, take a short flight. And just don't look out the window. Just pretend you're on the bus. That's all. That's what I like to do. I just pretend I'm on a bus and the bumps are just potholes. Dude, I'm still afraid. Yeah, dude, I mean, I'm not like enthusiastic about flying by any means, but at the same time, I'm not letting it stop me anymore, which is something that, like, I've been invited to so many cool places over the years, and I made excuses on why I couldn't go just because I was scared of flying. So it is really nice once, like, I felt like the world's gates kind of like opened up to where I'm like, oh my god, I can actually go to that place. And I can see those things and experience those people. It's really cool. I can't even bring myself to look at the tickets. Well, maybe that could be your first step. Where do you want to go? You want to maybe like pick somewhere that you want to go and just look at how much the tickets are. And then from there you can decide on whether or not you're going. Because it's actually not as expensive as I thought it was going to be either. I mean, some tickets are freaking astronomical, but I'm not flying first class. I'm picking the cheapest seat and getting in there. So yeah, maybe start out by looking at some tickets. Wow, this playlist is very 80s. I'm liking it. I feel like I should be wearing a spandex exercise suit. You think Bishop wands are worth the price? When you have also very good tattoo machine from AliExpress, like the Ambition or Masked Tattoo. So I kind of have changed my opinions over the years on this. I think that if you're buying from a big brand like Bishop or like FK Irons or something like that, you're kind of like putting your trust in them as a company, which I think is good. But these Chinese knockoff machines have gotten really good. I think that the original Bishop wand, where it doesn't have the battery attached to it, I think that's worth the price. The Power wand, I think that the price is pretty silly for that. It's like $1,300 for that machine. But let's see, do I have it down here from the other day? Hold on. I have it somewhere. Oh, here it is. I did a video on this like, I don't know, maybe 2 years ago or something. This is the knockoff Bishop wand. And I think this is an Ambition or something like that. It says hello on it. But this was $50. And I liked this better than the Bishop wand in certain situations. Yeah, so it's like one of those things like, I don't know how long this motor will last. And I'm pretty sure that this company wouldn't answer me back if I tried to contact them if it did break. But at the same time, it is $50. If the Bishop wand breaks, I have more confidence saying they're going to answer me back and take care of a repair. So I think it's up to you how you want to spend your money. Do you want to spend your money on a machine like this to where it's like, who knows what's going to happen with it? Or a machine to where it's a name that people know and they're standing behind their products. So I think it's just kind of like a toss-up. But for me, it was kind of fun to buy a junkier machine like this and then be very pleasantly surprised. This was the only pen that I've bought that was this price range and was like, oh, actually, this is pretty cool. So I don't know. It's tough. I don't know. The prices of things are getting pretty ridiculous now. I don't know if that has to do with more like they're putting more into these machines to like technology with these digital screens where there's like little mini iPads on them pretty much. I don't think that's necessary, and if that's what's driving the price up, then I think we should stop putting little mini iPads on tattoo machines. That's just my opinion. Landing for sure, that's the best part. Let's see. Okay. How's your foot tattoo feeling? It feels great. I don't know that it's there, really, even now, just because it's been so long. I'm going to wait maybe, I don't know, another month or two, and I'm going to do a, like, how this tattoo healed video, and then also, like, the touch-up session for it as well. There are 2 little areas that I need to touch up. Down by my heel and also like up near my toes. But that's expected because that's where you walk. But everything else healed really solid. So I just wanted to give it a good amount of time because I didn't want people to say, oh, it's only 2 weeks old. Of course it looks good. So I wanted to give it, I think it's been about, it's almost 6 months since I did it. The turbulence is what gets me. Yeah, the turbulence is so scary. The last flight I was on, we flew through a snowstorm, and that was like the scariest flight I've ever been on. I almost reached over and started holding the girl's hand that was next to me. But we were like looking at each other. She looked over at me. And we were both very, you could tell we were both freaking out. But we didn't hold hands, and we did survive, which was nice. And the one, actually, I think it was that flight as well. When we landed like crooked. And it felt like I got in like a little mini fender bender. It was pretty intense. The landing was, it felt like a car accident, kind of. Probably should have sharpened my pencil a little earlier. That's okay. Pain rating on the knee. Not bad. I mean, let me see. I don't know. Out of 10, 10 being the worst, my knee was probably a 5. It really wasn't bad. I mean, after a while, obviously, everything starts to hurt just because things are sensitive, but I was nervous about the way it would feel, and then I was very pleasantly surprised. So I would say probably a 5 out of 10. It wasn't bad. But I was also tattooing it myself, and I feel like sometimes when you tattoo yourself, it does hurt a little less because you have to concentrate, and your brain is preoccupied and not really thinking much about the pain, so maybe that's why. I can say one thing, the Chinese are smart as hell and work hard. I agree that they're very smart. It's pretty crazy though that they steal a lot of things, a lot of designs, they knock them off. Which I respect them about how smart they are and how hard they work. But also I don't like that they steal people's ideas and make them for cheaper for profit. I think that they should start to try to innovate things. And obviously there is innovation coming out of China, but at the same time, as somebody that has patented something, it is something that I am worried about, that a Chinese company will knock off my stuff, and there is no repercussion in China for doing that. So that bothers me. But yeah, very smart, very hardworking. So that's a really good thing too. They will rip you off in a heartbeat. You are right. Those fake Dan Cuban machines are crazy. I haven't tried them before. I have seen one. It was for like $60. And I have heard that they're great. I just recently took a seminar with Dan maybe 2 months ago. And as a joke, I was going to buy one of the knockoff machines and see if he would repair it. I was going to tell him if it was broken. And then I decided against it. But I did tell him that I was going to do that, and he kind of chuckled about it. So, but no, this Chinese manufacturing company recently reached out to me. And man, their pricing to manufacture stuff is so cheap. It's like almost worth it. But at the same time, you're giving them files. Like, and who knows what they're going to do with those files? Are they going to sell them to another company? Or are they just going to use them themselves to knock off whatever you're producing? Well, I'll tell you what, after looking at production fees in the United States and then looking in China, I understand why people produce things in China. It is so much cheaper, like astronomically cheaper. I bought the Inkclaw black turquoise just out of curiosity. It's way too heavy. I think I missed use secret tattoo machine innovation plan. I haven't really talked too much about it, the tattoo machine. I kind of told people that I was patenting. Well, I have all the paperwork filed and whatnot. I'm patent pending for a pen style tattoo machine that is actually clean, and I would feel confident saying that it's the cleanest on the market because of the specific function that I have. So I'm I'm in development for that, and that's a lot more complex than I thought it was going to be, like the whole development process. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do with it just yet. I'd like to produce it myself, but at the same time, I'm very open to selling the idea to a company, for sure. I think I'm just going to start making, like, machines that don't require patents and more complex production. And I want to make those myself, but I'm still trying to figure out what to do with the patented idea. I have 20 years on the patent, which is cool. And that clock just started this past year, so I have time, but I would like to get the idea out as soon as possible because I think, well, I know that it's beneficial for everybody that wants to use a pen style tattoo machine. You tried to knock off Flux Max. How was that? Love your videos, man. I have to go, but I wish you a great rest of your stream. Dude, thank you for coming on. I'm glad that you let everybody see your work. That was cool. Takes a lot of bravery. If anybody else wants me to look at their Instagram and show everybody and do like a tattoo critique, feel free to let me know. Send me a DM on Instagram up here. All right, let's see. What do I want to do with this? I guess I'll do a little bit in the teeths. I think this sheet is pretty good. Let me see. It's kind of hard to see on the light board. Yeah, what do you guys think? I know I was chatting a lot, but I tried to get a lot done. Let's see. All right, I like that. That's cool. I'm not really sure what I want to do with the background. I kind of was thinking doing like almost splatter type dots in between and maybe a little bit of shading. But I think I want to wait on that because sometimes when I rush into things and I don't think about them too much, I mess them up. So I don't want to mess that up. But I do want to start a new... I'm going to do like a mini sheet with one design on it. Let's put this over here. Alright, so if anybody didn't know, all those designs are out of my book, Raw to Refined. You can get it up here at tylernicholasart.com. There's a bunch of pre-drawn, stencil-ready tattoo designs. It took me a long time to put it together, and I'm proud of it. I hope that you guys like it. I appreciate it if you buy it. But either way, we're going to do a smaller design now. I think I'm going to take a vote, but I already kind of know which one I want to do. So if the vote goes the wrong way, I might not listen to this. But I might also. Let's see. All these designs are out of that book I just told you about. I think it's between these two that I'd like to do. We got this like keyhole portal thing. I don't really know how to describe that. And then we got these two dudes that are like suspicious of one another. With some smoke around it. Got this monster guy. I'm not going to do the portal. And then we got a cowboy robot. What do you guys think? What should we do? Someone vote. Oh my god. Which one do you guys think? 1, 2, 3, 4. Cowboy robot. Viewer says cowboy robot. Monster guy. There, we got a split decision. This playlist is crazy. I need to be jazzercising to this. All right, somebody else vote. Which one should we do? monster guy, cowboy robot, the portal keyhole thing, or the suspicious dudes. Cowboy robot. Oh, you've changed your vote. Cowboy robot, cowboy robot. Okay. So we're doing the cowboy robot. I wanted to do one of these two, but I'll listen to you guys. We'll do these two another time. Alright. Cowboy robot. I'm just jumping on the cowboy robot bandwagon. Alright, this is the kind of paper I'm using. I don't know if you guys saw that before. Oh, that one's a little smudged. This is like not the most expensive mixed media paper, but it's not the cheapest. It's the middle ground. Oh, it says artist level 2. There's one, I think it's like $17 for 15 sheets of this. And I was like, I am not doing anything that serious to where I need to be buying that. Alright, I want to do the robot a little bit bigger. Give me 1 second. I'm going to go to the printer and resize this guy. Don't go anywhere. BRB. I'm going to be 100% honest. I think that this is a little too big. Nope. That works good. All right. Oh no, the playlist stopped again. I almost just cut his little tentacle off. All right, there we go. We got the cowboy robot ready to rock and roll. Would you ever consider doing a fully rendered flash book with the line drawings included? I have one from Jacob Dooney, which is awesome. Love your work. Very original. Thank you, big dog. Yeah, sure. It's just, that would take forever. This one took me 7 months to do. There's 108 pages. So, like, that took a long time. Like, fully rendering each one would be such a pain unless I did it as like a shorter version. I just wanted to get that out as well. So maybe if I took my time, then yeah. It's just with my schedule, I'm very busy, and fully rendering them is a little bit difficult with the time constraints I have. But that would be pretty sick. I need tape. My tape is gone. Where is it? All right, I'm going to start the music again and get my tape. Be right back. Again. I should have... Wait, do I have tape here? No. Okay, let me get some. Let's hope that playlist is better than the last one. I don't like this song already. I have to change it. this playlist is called Graffiti and Street Art, so maybe this is fitting. Let's see, I guess I'll zoom these in. You know, I'm glad we picked the robot cowboy. I like this guy. Well, oh, I had a bunch of... We need a different piece of paper. From sharpening my pencil, I left pencil residue on there. What are your thoughts on those Sentry tattoo machines? Is that the one with the, like, they're run by magnets? I think we were talking about those yesterday, right? Or the day before. If they're the ones run by magnets, that seems pretty cool. I'd be interested in trying one. Have you tried them at all? Yeah, they seem pretty cool. I think that's a really interesting concept to do it with the magnets. I've seen a handful of machines run with magnets before, like the like the pen style ones. Obviously, coils kind of fit that description as well. He needs to be moved over a bit, I think. Maybe not, though. Guess we'll just do them like this. He's not totally symmetrical. That works for me. No, but really interested in them. A little expensive, but American manufacturing. I used to do CNC machining, so it's intriguing. Yeah, that is really cool, Ryan. Do you not do CNC machining anymore? I'm just learning about all that kind of stuff, and it's really cool to me. Like the 3D or computer-aided design and just producing things. I'm learning that whole world right now. All right, let's do this. Had a bad boss, so you started a business and never looked back. What kind of business do you got? That's really cool. That sucks about the bad boss, but it's cool that you started a business. think that's the story of the majority of business owners is I had a bad boss, so I started a business. What does everybody else do? Is anybody a tattooer in here, or is everybody doing different things? Laser engraving and UV printing. Nice. Some tattooing part-time. Laser engraving is really interesting. It's really cool. Really cool concept. What kind of things do you laser engrave? Self-learning. I started tattooing, then I stopped. My area was slow. I want to start up again. Yeah, dude, everything's slow now. It's pretty crazy. The contrast of the economy, like right after COVID, to where everybody had those stimulus checks. Dude, I was booked out like literally a year in advance, and now it's only like a month and a half. Which I don't mind. I don't want to make people wait a year to freaking get tattooed. That's crazy. When I was like that, I didn't like after having the consultations with the people, booking the appointment, and then it's like, okay, it's January, then my next opening is December or something crazy. Like, I didn't even remember what these people looked like. It's like, okay, John's coming in to get a skull. It's like, well, who the heck is John? Promotional products for companies and personalized gifts. That's really cool, Ryan. That's really interesting. Suede's back. Oh, you missed it here. I'll show you the finished one. Your boss left. That's hilarious. Hold on one second. Let's see. Zoom out a little bit more. Here's the finished one for you. I don't know. I'm going to eventually do background. I'm just not too sure what I want to do just yet. I'm going to put my signature down right in this corner. And then I think I'm going to do kind of like sloppy kind of splats or dots for the background, and maybe a little bit of light shading. Maybe red shading for the background. A web developer. That's cool. We've been drawing with charcoal as a hobby for a year. Now transitioning to tattooing. I'm working on fake skin, but would be able to tattoo my own legs. That's really cool. I wish I knew more about technology to do that kind of stuff. My website, I just did off of Squarespace. Actually, Rose, if you want to go to my website and tell me if I did a good job or not, it's up there. Right there. TylerNicholasArt.com. Rate my website. I was rating people's tattoos. You rate my website and be honest. It's very simple. The flail is probably my favorite, but that scorpion is badass. Yes, you are right. Those are the two that are my favorite on that sheet as well. He pops in and out. I smeared it a little bit, but that's okay because I'm gonna. That's all right, I think. I did a little bit of a smear there. It's gonna bother me, but I'll leave it. I'm not gonna start over. I think what I'll do is when I shade, I'll just do a line here and shade up, and then it'll hide it. Bro, I keep freaking smearing these. Feel free to ask questions, guys. Tattooing or art or whatever you want to ask. Where did you get your light? Like the table? This is from Lit Energy, L-I-T Energy. I got it like 10 years ago. I don't know if it's still, they're still in business or not, but it's lasted me 10 years. I've used it like crazy. My boss is my dad, so I get a little leeway. Nice. I also co-own a side business, doing the same stuff he's doing, just old school. And hates phones. Huh. That's cool. I worked for my dad a little bit when I was a teenager. He actually fired me. I was like, well, he owns grocery stores, which is a very bizarre jump because he used to be an engineer, and then his cousin and two other partners, they decided to go in on a grocery store business, and he knows nothing about that. But I worked for him on weekends when I was a teenager, and the one weekend I was up till like 4 o'clock in the morning, and I had just gotten to sleep, and we were leaving for work at like 4:30, and I was like, I'm not going. I'm tired. I'm calling off pretty much. And I remember him standing at my bedroom door, and he's like, come on, get up. And I was like, nope. He goes, okay, fine, then don't come back. And closed my door. And I got fired by my own father. I was like 14. But that's okay. Your dad fired you then too? So he got pissed off because you left instead of working more, but to be honest, he's probably my biggest pusher to be a tattoo artist. That's cool. Yeah, I mean, like, I was just a jerk when I was a teenager. I would have fired me too. I will say, though, when I worked there, I did work hard. Like, I like working. I enjoy working. So I never had a problem doing that. Oh, I just kicked my camera. It's just I just went to bed. Ryan, your dad fired you as well. We're a bunch of dudes that just got fired by our dads. I will say, though, seeing him build a business not knowing what he was doing, it definitely like put it in my head that I could build whatever business I want, like from an early age, just because it's like, well, if he can do it, why can't I, kind of thing. So that was pretty cool. I was, what does that say? I was a weird kid playing Magic the Gathering, watching anime, listening to heavy metal. The teen years were pretty cringe. Dude, I mean, that's the life, though. I mean, I still literally do all that stuff. Strong willed teenage years. Anyone can do anything with enough want and try. I fully agree with that. Like, people hate on like billionaires and these huge like business owner type people like Elon Musk or Bill Gates and who's the dude from Amazon, whatever they are. Not saying they're good people. I'm not defending them in any way, but a lot of people that are like in that position, they started out not, they're beginners at something. Like Amazon was just a used book website, and now it's the biggest commerce website in the world. That's crazy. Well, maybe not in the world. Definitely in the United States. But I find that inspiring to say, like, seeing where Amazon came from, which was like just a super niche website. And I remember that coming out when I was a kid, and there was just like books and CDs on there. And now you can buy literally anything. I don't use Amazon. I would prefer to go to the store. But it is an inspiring thing as a business owner to see how far you can actually take something. If you can't get your goal, walk in front door, then try the back. If that don't work, try a window with a crack. Yeah, I agree. Just keep going until you figure something out or you die. It's either accomplish the goal or die trying. Do you use shaders or liners to do your lines? I like to use shaders, but sometimes I only have liners. But if I were to be able to pick, I like round shaders instead of liners. Yeah, dude, I also respect anybody that just sees what their goal is and accomplishes it. And I've been fortunate enough to have people in my life that are like that, to where they start it from absolutely nothing, and throughout my childhood and my teenage years and now my adult years, seeing how far they've come. Like my uncle and my dad were super inspiring to me. Just because like they were just nobody. Like they didn't come from money. My grandparents were not well off at all. My parents were not well off at all, and they started their businesses, and like they did well. But I just remember seeing a struggle throughout my teenage years of like, is this business going to work? And then working really hard at it, and then seeing these people succeed. And it was just really inspiring to say like, oh wow, I can do that too. Including the rich, I can't hate someone for being successful. That's what we all want deep down. Yeah, I agree. I mean, I don't think what rich people do is always necessarily the best thing, but at the same time, looking at the work ethic and just the story of the whole thing, whether or not you agree with their personal ethics, I think is really cool. Rose, my site looks really cool. Let's see. You can work on ranking in search engines by adding a meaningful keyword to meta description, adding alt tags to images, context. Okay, cool. I'm going to take a picture of that comment, and I'm going to do that. Thank you. Because this is the first website I've ever done. So thank you, Rose. I appreciate that. Adam has tattooed with artists like Mike Malone and Bob Rodders, among others. Adam who? Were we talking about somebody? Sorry, it's kind of hard to get lost in this chat. Feel free to ask questions, guys. My God, it's windy out. My camera keeps going off at home. What is your preferred cleaning solution for your machines? I use Cavicide Moments at the moment, but always curious what others use. I use, what is it called? Opticide Max, I believe. I use Opticide Max because it doesn't strip the color from it. I use that because of the short kill times, like Maticide and stuff like that. A lot of those have kill times of like 3 minutes, so you have to keep whatever you're cleaning wet for that amount of time, and if you don't, then it didn't do its job. So you have to look at the kill time of whatever you're using and make sure that you're following that to make sure you're getting the right kill times. A shop tour. I would love to do a shop tour, but this camera is hooked into my laptop and on a tripod, and there's like wires like all over here. There's wires going, and the microphone's hooked into it. So I can't really do that. Maybe what I'll do... How would I do that? Maybe I'll go live on a different day, and I'll do it with my phone. I wanted to do this with my camera so it's better quality, but I can't do a shop tour at the moment. Streamlabs, you can still have a chat and everything on the phone. Oh, they have a phone streaming app. That's cool. Anytime I did any type of stream on my phone, it was only ever on TikTok. So I'm new to all this still. I had to Google how to set all this up. Getting hungry. I think it might be time for lunch soon. Cowboy robot outline almost. Oh, no, it's not done. We got these little wires down here to go. What are we eating for lunch? I don't know, dude. I want to know myself what I'm eating for lunch. Send you some information and some videos. Oh, nice, dude. Yeah, feel free to send me any videos on my Instagram. If there's like a simple one, I don't want to watch like an hour-long one, to be honest with you. But if there are any like quick like tips to make this better, then for sure. What pen am I using? So this is from this set. I think this is called Leto or Lido. I got these off of eBay. They're not the greatest, but this is just the #1 drawing pen. Let's see if we can focus. It's pretty nice. I like them. They make pretty solid, consistent line work. Let's see. Can I zoom out? There we go. Not bad. I kind of messed up the circle on his eye, but that's okay. It doesn't have to be perfect. Let's see, what time is it? 12:40. I think I'm going to get off at 1. I'll do a little bit of shading on this. And then go get some food. Can you show us the set once more? Yeah. Here. Oh, sorry, I'm trying not to get a glare. I think I bought these on eBay. Chris, thank you. You're a legend. Yeah, those pens are pretty good. I only really use the #1 drawing marker. That's the only size I use out of it, so I'm kind of like, those are kind of going to waste. But that's all right. Let me zoom you out while I do this. I'm ripping it. I buy the junkiest printer paper because I'm only making tattoo stencils on it, so it doesn't really matter. But anytime I print out any type of document, like maybe my wife will send me something, she's like, you need to print this and bring it home for my son's school or whatever. She's like, what is this paper? And it's just printer paper from the dollar store. It's so junky. And then I feel the printer paper that she uses at work or whatever, and I'm like, oh, okay. This is what it's supposed to be like. But yeah, there's our cowboy robot outline. If you like this design, I'm totally going to plug my book. You can buy it, my book, Raw to Refined, on tylernicholasart.com. Got a bunch of stencil-ready tattoo designs. But yeah, check it out, tylernicholasart.com. There's a digital version as well if you're from out of the United States. I'm doing free shipping to the US, but shipping to other countries is incredibly expensive, which I didn't really realize until I started shipping stuff. So go check that out if you like it. If I tattoo your name on my leg, can I get a digital download of your flash book half price? I don't really want your name, like, not really. I don't know if I want my name on your leg. I don't know, is that like prostitution almost? The frog on a skateboard. Dude, I love that one. Where is it? There he is. I love him. Let's keep the book full price for now for the digital download. And maybe if you tattoo my name on your leg, I'll send you like a piece of art. But I spent a lot of time on the book, and I'm trying to make money on it. But I do appreciate the offer. That is quite the commitment of you, so I do appreciate it. Alright, so let's start to shade this dude. What's up, Irish Gip? What's going on, dude? Full price. Well, the digital version is $79, and the physical version, which is only available in the United States, is $99. No taxes, no shipping. $99 out the door. It's yours. There are 108 pages, and I don't know how many designs are in there, but there's a ton. So you do one tattoo out of it, you make your money back already. I did this one tattoo that I'm very proud of it. Hold on. I was a big fan of Steve Irwin as a kid, and this design is in the book. But it's the stingray that killed Steve Irwin, and I stabbed it, and I did that on a friend of mine's leg. But that design is in the book as well. Get the physical copy. Yeah, Irish Gip got the physical copy. I mean, it's cool, like, if you're out of the country, if you want to buy it. But for the extra $20, you can have an actual book that sits on your counter. So, I would say, even if I'm not the person selling it, having a physical book is better than a digital copy. I just wanted to do the digital one because there were so many people asking me from out of the United States if they can buy it. And I think the one, it was shipping to Denmark. It was $54. So it's like, who wants to pay $54 for shipping? That's insane. I mean, I will totally do that. If you're out of the country and I give you a shipping price that I'll find the cheapest one available, if you want to pay it, I will send you a book. But I figured it would just kind of be better for people that are out of the country to get the digital one, just because that's a lot to ship. And then plus, some of them you have to pay like an import fee, which I don't even know how much it is. And then there's like, there's certain codes that you have to type in for what you're shipping. So for like an art book like this, there's a specific numeric code that I needed to type in to let the country know what's in the package. And I don't know if I'm going to mess that up. What if I mess it up and you pay $54 for shipping and it gets returned to me? Then I have to eat that $54 and try to send it again, and hopefully it sends. So yeah, I felt like the digital version would be better for out of the country because I'm not trying to deal with all that. Thanks for your insight on the craft. Appreciate you. GM, I appreciate you too. Just trying to help. We need to name the robot. I agree with you, Suede, 100%. What should we name the robot? What is his name? Hit that subscribe. You're right, Irish Gip. Appreciate that. GM, my coworkers want to get an iPad. I can't. I've been a tattooer without it. Is there ways I can make a stencil without it? Yeah, dude. You can make stencils just like your stencil would just be this outline. You run this through with the thermocopier, and there's your outline. iPad just kind of like, you don't need an iPad at all. iPad is just convenient. For me, I like to be able to keep all my appointments. I have a specific Procreate file for each client's appointment, and I'm able to say, okay, on May 18th, these are the tattoos I'm doing, and I have it just all in one file folder, and I have all the reference images I need, and it's nice to have everything in an iPad, but you definitely don't need it. But yeah, just paper, pen, marker. You can do a pencil, and if you don't have a thermocopier, you can always make stencils by hand on the same type of transfer paper. I love my iPad, but yeah, you can do without. I agree. It's just honestly just for efficiency. For me, that's all it is. Like, I would rather draw on paper. It feels better. But iPad's just so efficient to be able to have all your stuff in one spot. I used to have like actual file folders with people's reference and everything I needed for their appointments, and it was a mess. It was everywhere. But getting an iPad definitely changed all that. Oh my god, I keep kicking my tripod. I kind of prefer hand tracing. Gets a better feel of the tattoo design if it's not an original idea. I agree. I don't just throw designs into a stencil making app. I make the stencil in Procreate. So like if I'm doing like a black and gray thing and I'm taking it like and tracing, say, a lion, and I'm making a stencil of that, like I don't want to just throw that in a stencil app. Even though those are accurate, they're perfect, but at the same time I do like to familiarize myself with the actual design, because if you start to wipe away the stencil and you're like, what's this mark here, then you know, because you already drew it before. I have an all white tattoo that's unfinished I have trouble seeing lines when I'm tattooing it. Any advice? All white tattoos I am not a fan of. I would say do it in black. I think that would solve your problem. Unless I'm misunderstanding what you're saying. I kind of prefer hand tracing. It gets a better feel for... Oh, I already read that. The robot gives me James vibes. Yeah, we can name him James. I could see that. James the robot. Everybody in favor of James, say aye. Veer. Aye. Alright, well, James it is. We have one eye, we have no nays. If anybody is opposed to James, and you have a better name, speak now or forever hold your peace. Man, you need to set up a way to where we can still chat when you're not live. So far, most people are cool. Dude, I agree. I would say I was a little bit nervous when I first did the first stream the other day. Because people are jerks on the internet. But literally everybody in this chat today and the other day. So it's probably all together. I think I streamed for maybe like 3 hours the other day, and I think it's been 2 now. So over 5 hours of streaming, nobody has been a jerk. And I was expecting people to be jerks. Patreon, you need a Patreon. I don't know. I don't want to ask people to pay, but at the same time, like, I guess that is why I'm on the internet, is to get monetized and whatnot. I feel like that's my struggle with online stuff, is like people will make these like online courses and they're like, pay me money and I'll teach you to tattoo. Like, I'm not going to do that. Or like with the Patreon, it's like, what do I really have to offer that is worth somebody paying me monthly for? And if I don't have the energy or time to fulfill that, then it's like, then that person is just paying me for nothing. So I guess I struggle with that. But I do like the idea. I just would want to make sure that it was worth people paying me, you know? Discord, just gotta ignore the haters. Oh, dude, I agree. I actually kind of enjoy when people comment terrible things on like my Instagram or YouTube, because I like to kind of comment back and be sassy, you know? I like to kind of mess with people a little bit. It used to really bother me. when I first started putting my work online, and people will say like, to where they clearly don't know what they're talking about. They'll say some type of craziness, and it used to bother me, but now it's kind of just like, well, okay. That's the internet. People are just mad because you're in a position that they're not, or they're just frustrated with their own life. Oh, James is coming along. Like a follow along, you could even post a video of you knocking out the tattoo. Yeah, that would be cool. It's just I don't know that I have enough time to like I do this YouTube stuff, and then I have to keep up with posting on Instagram, like actual photos. And then I have a lot of side projects that I'm working on, like tattoo gear that I have ideas for and whatnot. And it's just like, it's a lot. I don't want to overextend myself. I don't know. YouTube will pay you. Yeah, I agree. I have had a yeah, instead of doing like monthly stuff, I try to just, you know, do this for ad revenue, which is not a ton. And I guess that's why I do the book. I did the book as well, to where it's like, you know, I have an audience that I don't ask money for. I don't expect people to pay me, obviously, because this is all free. But that's why I made the book. Is like, well, I have something to offer, and I can confidently say, if you buy it, you do a tattoo out of it, you're gonna make money. So like, I feel confident like selling my book. I don't know, these people that are like $10 a month for a Discord or whatever chat, I have a difficult time with that. As an oil painter, I build realism through layers. Is reaching realism in tattooing similar? Yeah, I would say. I don't do like hyper realistic stuff, but the realism that I do is all through layers, to where anytime I'm doing anything realistic, I'll go in and I'll do all the black first, and I'll basically like block out those areas, because that's really what shape and hold together the tattoo. And then I'll go back with my mid-tone and go through and build that up, and my darkest tone as well, and kind of like make all the shapes kind of come to life. And then lastly, I go through and I'll put like the very lightest tones in. I don't use white ink just because I don't like the way it ages in some cases. It turns yellow sometimes with the sun, and some people's skin just, it turns a little bit yellow. I've had people come back like that after years. I've experienced it with my own tattoos. Like you can see in here, it's like a yellowish, not the actual yellow, but the white that's supposed to be next to the purple is yellowish. I don't wear sunscreen, and I don't expect people to wear sunscreen all the time either, but I usually just use skin as my highlight area, but some people use white as well. But yeah, it's all just kind of a building process, opposed to traditional, to where it's like you do your outline, you do your black shading, and then color. I mean, everything's kind of layering, I guess. But I think realism is more so layering than anything like this. I struggle with shading realism. It's hard for you. What part is hard for you? What about skin damage? Going back is risky. I agree. You have to know where you're pushing your client's skin to. I've seen a lot of people that do color, to where they'll be like, oh, we need to put this tone down and some lighter over top of it, and then orange over top of that, or whatever it may be. And I don't know how they do that without destroying the client. With black and gray, it's more so like I'm hitting the skin, and then I might go over, like, okay, let's say, how can I, oh, I'll just show you on the drawing that I'm doing. So say this area is the black in a black and gray realism tattoo. This area right here, I'm going in with my solid black because I know it's black, and I'm fading it out knowing that I'm going to a lighter tone. And then I'm going to take that lighter tone and come out of that black and kind of overlap the faded out area. So that's the only layering that I'm really doing. I'm never coming back into that and working things up. The only time that I would be kind of more so going back into that is maybe adding texture with like a smaller liner, and that's more so like dot work kind of stuff, but you're not really like building that up. That's more so you're in and you're out. That's my tattooing technique, is get in and out as fast as possible to do as little damage to the skin as possible. So yeah, I don't know how the people with the color realism stuff, they keep going over the same area back and forth and get it to heal well. That's pretty wild. Do you suggest learning black and white tattoos before color? I mean, it depends on what like area tattooing you're going into. Like learning the foundations of tattooing, like lining and then black shading, I think is most important, and then building off of that, the foundation is a lot easier. So it's like if you're doing like traditional, that's just straight lines and black shading, you're gonna have a lot easier time going into color because you already understand how to put in black. So once you start putting in color, it's like, well, you already know the technique to efficiently put in black, so you just carry that over into color. So yeah, I would probably say start simple, line work, black shading, moving into color, and then different techniques from there. That's probably, I would say, the best progression. How to shade and make it look good and keep it looking real. That is just how you've designed it. Like, if you look at some of the most successful black and gray artists, their black and gray is not very complex. It's kind of them just blocking out the black areas and then shading a mid-tone or a dark tone and a mid-tone out of that. And that tricks the eye into saying like, oh, that's real. If you can get the general shapes and stuff down, like if you're doing, say, like a lion, like, well, I guess that's kind of a harder thing because you're doing texture with the hair. Like a black and gray rose or something like that. If you're getting that like flower shape with enough contrast, you can make it look realistic without trying too hard. I don't really know how to describe that in a better way. I like to use a 3-liner a lot to get texture, and that is helpful with more realistic stuff. I actually just posted a video on that this past week, like techniques with a 3-liner. Yeah, I think it's just kind of like studying the image and getting a good reference image. So if you're doing a black and gray rose, get a really solid black and gray rose reference and tattoo what you see. That's some of the best advice I've ever gotten, is tattoo what you see. Don't try to like make other things up, like if you're doing from a reference. I don't know if that's helpful. I think James is looking pretty handsome. Handsome? What do you use, oil or wax-based pencils? I don't know what this is, to be 100% honest with you. Let me look. These are the pencils I've got. I don't know. What are these? Polychromos. If that helps you. Where's the English? High quality acid-free pigments in bright colors, soft vibrance, water resistant, smudge proof. I don't know what this is. Does anybody know if this is oil or wax? This is oil. Yeah, Suede, if you overthink black and gray, you're going to make it not great. I feel like simplifying your black and gray, that's what's helped me. Okay, so I think those are oil. I think the other ones I was using are wax. These ones are really nice. I like these ones. Oil, okay, cool. I just kind of like Googled like what are good colored pencils, and these popped up, so that's what I bought. Yeah, I feel like my tattooing quality over the years has gone up because I've realized that simplifying my designs more than I originally thought they should be is it just like makes it a stronger image. And plus, if you put too much detail in something, as it ages, that detail is going to start to just smush together and not look like detail anyway. That's definitely a lesson I've learned over the years. I've only been drawing for a month as well. Oh, dude, yeah. If you're only a month in, realism is going to be annoying. GM, do I go live often? This is the second time I've ever gone live on here. I think I'd like to start doing it more. Because it's kind of cool to talk to everybody. And if I'm making art anyway, I might as well put the camera on and talk to everybody. And plus, YouTube has kind of been weird for me lately to where, like, I've been posting videos, and, like, on here I have, like, 116,000 subscribers or something like that. And I'll post a video, and only, like, 1,000 or 2,000 people will see it. So I'm, like, wondering why YouTube isn't recommending my stuff, because my videos are just getting more quality, and I'm getting better at doing them. But I feel like my viewership is going down. I don't understand. So I'm like trying different things. Like this whole live thing was kind of like an experiment to see if YouTube will start to present my videos to more people. But yeah, it's super frustrating. I used to post a video and have a couple thousand views within a couple of minutes. And then within the last like 2 years, it just like changed completely. Like people are like not being presented my videos anymore. It's weird. Recently got a vintage flash book, and that helped a lot. Although, I already knocked out 2 designs of Tyler's. Oh, dude, that's cool. Which ones did you do? I'm listening while painting. Very cool. What are you painting? It's all up to the app of who gets pushed. Might be out of your control. I'm not entirely sure. Could be the algorithm. Dude, I've been trying to figure it out for like 2 years. I do have like a couple... Actually, I have more than a couple. I have probably about 20... Procreate tutorials, like the app, the art app, and those have a ton of views. Like my most viewed video, I think it has almost 2 million views, and it's a Procreate tutorial. And I think what's happening is YouTube is seeing that those videos were very successful and people watched them for a long time. And I think what's happening is they're still being pushed to people that want Procreate stuff, but they're pushing my tattooing content to those people. And I think that's what's happening. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to delete all the Procreate videos and see if that changes anything, which is kind of scary because those are some of my most viewed videos. But whatever. I will be buying the book and trying a few once to get paid. Dude, thank you. I appreciate that. GM, do you have Instagram? You can send me a picture of the painting and I'll show everybody what you're working on. If you have Instagram, right here, tattoos by Tyler _ST, message it to me. Send me a picture and I'll show everybody. One of your daggers and the other dog with a spiked collar playing guitar. I like him a lot. He's fun. Don't do that. That's how I found you. I know, dude, but the thing is, like, if YouTube is only showing me to people that want to learn Procreate, but I'm a tattooer and I'm posting all tattooing content, then keeping those videos up doesn't make sense for me. And I haven't made a Procreate video in like 3 years. But if you do want them, go like download them or something, because I am going to delete them. I'm very sorry to tell you that. My painting content never gets pushed, but when I do post tattoo work, it always promotes it. That's so weird. Don't delete them. I use them. I go back to them all the time. Well, anybody that wants the Procreate videos, I think they're available for download. So go download them, because I am deleting them. Maybe what I'll do is I'll put up a little short just telling everybody, hey, I'm deleting these videos. If you want them, save them or whatever. Are you able to edit the title and description to make it clear that they're for tattoos? But they're not. Like, they're like tutorials on how to use the app. Some of them are for tattooers, and I will leave those ones up. But like the one is like Procreate for beginners, and that one has like, I think, almost 2 million views. And I'm like, well, and that's my monthly, every month, that is my most viewed video. So it's one of those things, like, I think YouTube is confused on what kind of people I'm trying to attract. But yeah, Rose, that is a good idea. I've been weighing this option for like maybe like a week now. I had this idea because I posted. What was the last video I posted? Let me see. Oops.
Tiago.
Oh my god. Oh, Tiago posted me on. How did they get? Oh, I guess you can rewind the stream. Awesome. Thank you for putting that on your Instagram. Let me see here. So, okay. My YouTube right now is at... Oh my god, why isn't it loading? I have 116,224 subscribers. But the last video that I put out, which was a good video, it only has 3.3 thousand views. Like, how is... like 2% of people that are following me being presented that video? And it's not like it was a random video either. It's like a good technique video. So I don't know. I'm just at this point thinking how I'm able to have more people see my stuff. It won't let me send a photo. Let's see. Send me a message, and maybe I have to like accept your message in order to do that. Don't have Instagram or any other social media but YouTube nowadays. It's not followers, it's watch. Influencer you are. Dude, it's so weird though, because like I'm not trying to like say anything like hype myself up, but I know that the videos that I'm putting out like are at least decent. To where like I've put out much worse videos and they've gotten way more traction, but now I'm putting more time into doing the actual video. They're getting much less traction. So I don't know, it's weird. It's an invite. All right, let me see if we got GM's message. It's not showing up. What is your... Oh, I got you. Alright, send me the picture. I just accepted it. Still rating people? I haven't in a little while. We're about to look at someone's painting, though. Correcting proportions. Okay, that's alright if it's not finished. This isn't finished either. We still all want to see it. Oh, we've got the picture. Alright, so this is a painting. Let's see. This is a painting that GM... Here, I'll share your Instagram name in a second. Dude, that's a sick painting. I have my brightness all the way up. It's kind of hard for the camera to see, though. Is everybody able to see that? That's awesome. That's really, really cool. All right, here, let me share your Instagram thing. Gino_Mont. That's who, oh, this account's private. Never requested you. Yeah, that's who did this painting. Hey, that's sick, dude. Nice job. That's GM in the chat, if anybody's wondering. Nice, dude. Thanks for sending that. Were you able to watch my unboxing? Oh, dude, I totally forgot about that. Editing another unboxing now, and that pic is great. Yeah, dude, I gotta watch that. I completely forgot. I'm sorry. Let me see if I can get it up on here. Irish. What is it? Irish Gip 71. Let me look up your channel, see if it pops up. Oh, there you are. There it is. Everybody go give a look to Irish Gip 71. They got my book. I did a video. Let's see. I'm not gonna show the whole video. Let's fast forward to where the book's at. Oh, you got a dog. I love your dog.
What do you want? You know I'm talking to these guys, right? I told you about this. That when I'm talking, hey.
Oh, the dog.
What is wrong with you? I told you when I'm live, you don't come over here.
Oh, the puppy just wants to be part of the video. Alright, let's get to where you're opening it. Well, let's see. I don't want to give away the whole video. Everybody should go watch it. But yeah, I wrap all my stuff in newspaper.
That's the obituaries.
Oh, you got the obituary one.
Yay. I was right. There it is, buddy. There it is, buddy.
Nice, dude.
Okay, now I promised him.
Oh, we got some stickers too.
Cool ass fucking stickers. You know where these are gonna go, right? Right there.
Alright, I'm not gonna show everybody your whole video. But I appreciate you making that video, dude. If anybody wants to go see it, Irish Gip 71. He did an unboxing of my book. Thanks again, dude. I'm gonna watch the full thing later. I just don't want to give the whole thing away on stream and then nobody go actually watch your video. So everybody go check out that video when you get the chance. Absolutely, dude. I appreciate you getting the book, and I'm glad that you got the obituary one. When I wrapped it up, I was wondering. I was like, is somebody gonna notice that this is the obituaries or what? Yeah, I thought that was pretty funny. I got a bunch of like old newspapers. I didn't want to pay for packing, so I just have like a pile of newspapers back there. What time is it? It's 1:21. Oh my god. All right, I think I'm gonna end the stream here. Shot you a follow Irish. Cool. Yeah, everybody go subscribe to Irish Gip 71. And anybody else that I shouted out on the Instagrams, go give them some love too. I'm gonna go eat because I didn't eat. Did I eat breakfast? I don't think I did. But I'm hungry. I'm gonna go eat. So far, here's James. I'm tattooing all day tomorrow. I don't think I'll be on here this week anymore. Maybe next week. I don't know what my schedule looks like, but keep an eye out for when I'm ever on here, and I appreciate you guys hanging out and talking with me. If you are interested, go give my book a look. Give my book a look. Rotary Refined on my website right here, tylernicholasart.com. We got a bunch of pre-drawn, stencil-ready tattoo designs for your clients. Or for you. But, yeah, free shipping to the United States and a digital version for international friends. Yeah, I appreciate all guys coming out and hanging. Let's see. Thanks for the good time. Rose, I appreciate you critiquing my website. I am going to look into your suggestions. Thank you. If people want to drop their links. Yeah, if anybody wants to, if you guys have gotten along in this chat or whatever, I'll keep this on for a second. If you want to drop your screen names on Instagram or whatever, if you guys want to follow each other, leave them in the chat. I'll leave the stream up for another like minute or two. Thanks, Vera. I appreciate it. GM. Dude, I'm excited about that painting that you were doing. That was cool. Thanks for sharing. Doing it again tomorrow. No, I will not be here tomorrow. I am tattooing all day. And by the time I'm done with tattooing, I'm not going to want to sit here. But yeah, here, let me get the other flash sheet. If anybody missed it, this is what we did earlier. Well, we finished that earlier, and then we started on James. But yeah. I don't know if I'm totally finished with this just yet. I still have to sign it and maybe do some background. Yeah, it could be a cool live stream, you are right, but I do like to I do like to have uncensored conversation with my clients, and a lot of the conversations that I have while I'm tattooing is definitely not YouTube friendly, and I'm already struggling with getting YouTube to show people my stuff, so I'm not trying to give them another reason if we're talking about something weird. I don't want to get some type of strike. But no, I have thought about that before. I would just need somebody here to make sure that the camera was good and stuff, so I'd have to kind of set that up with my one buddy to come in. My one buddy helps me film, and he'd be able to monitor the stream. All right, I am going to go. I appreciate you guys hanging out. But if we pay for your Patreon, yeah, I mean, I'll think about the Patreon. I'll think about it. Maybe if I keep doing this and people are willing to do it, then cool. I just want to make sure that if people are paying me monthly, I have enough value to give them, you know. That could be the reason we buy the behind-the-scenes stuff. You are right. Live tattooing stuff, that is a good idea. I appreciate that, Suede. Am I saying that right? Suede? Suede 69. Yeah, I did tattoo the flail. Here, let me show everybody before I leave. I just recently saw it come back healed, actually. There's a healed photo of it. It was kind of hard to get a picture of because it wraps around his arm. Let's see, is the glare. Those are all the links. Yeah, I tattooed the flail already on a good client. I actually tattooed this on that other client as well. He just gets like really cool like video game stuff and like more fantasy looking things. He's a good dude. Basics of a skull. I think that's a good one for next time. I'm getting off now. Clean and fat. That's how I like them. All right, guys. I appreciate you guys hanging out.